Alright, time for today's game. We're playing, let's see if I can get it here. Playing Lannister Windsor again. I don't know why I'm pulling up the deck list because I didn't make any changes, but I guess I'll just say that I was thinking, and I'm pretty sure an alternate version of this deck that would also be viable would just be replace the Flea Bottoms with Harrenhal, and then I guess the Gold Mines with Hear Me Roar, and you still have 9 economy cards. Maybe change the Gold Roads over to Rose Roads or something for setup. That would probably still be pretty good. But I decided to stick with Flea Bottom because there's also a little bit of synergy with reducing your own reserve using Kings of Winter. Even though we're also boosting it back up with Winter reserves, we still have like 1, 2, 3, 5 reserve plots. I don't know. I wanted to still give it a few more tries before messing with anything too much. One thing I want to highlight today, I don't know if you guys can see this, but sometimes the people complaining about stuff in the lobby are just ridiculous. This guy has put a comment tagging some other player, I'm LMAO in all caps when you rage quit after a misplay without saying a word, and when I follow you on your new room, you run away before I can manifest my disappointment like a frightened baby. It's like we got freaking Donald Trump in here or something. That's what it sounds like. Maybe it's another Red Viper account. For those of you who don't know, the Red Viper is a infamous troll of the Iron Throne. Been banned a million times, keeps making a bunch of accounts and coming back with VPNs. I actually had the honor of playing against him a couple times. One game he was actually winning pretty well, but I managed to discard his 7-cost Cersei with an intrigue claim, and he just took the Cersei out of his discard and put it back in his hand without saying anything. And I was like, okay then, I guess I'm gonna leave the game because I'm not just gonna let you cheat like that. It was totally unnecessary because he was probably gonna win anyways. It was funny. Tyrell Crossing. Well, at least we have a good setup. Double dupe Jamie gives us probably a decent Valar because we also have a couple economies. Do we go for the meme and set up Cat's Paw in Shadows? I think the odds of him having March to the Wall are pretty close to 0. I don't know. Let's put him in Shadows. Maybe it matters. Probably it doesn't. If he has March, I am going to be super tilted. But like Tyrell Crossing, if he's playing Tyrell Crossing and he has March to the Wall, then I mean, I guess he got me. First Snow and Valar are both pretty important plots in this matchup. If I don't have any board clears, then he can potentially just run me over. But one good board clear and like a Valar Morghulis and I keep Jaime Lannister and maybe I have a Flea Bottom target or something, that can sort of swing the game in my favor pretty quickly. I think we're going to try to Marshal Tywin here. Although that might not actually be smart because he probably has Valar Dohaeris, so we'll think for a minute before we do that. It is nice that he's using Arbor Vineyards, so his gold will actually be reduced by 1 by our agenda, even though he also has summer plots. That's nice. The Great Hall is a good pickup to use with Tywin. So if we use the Great Hall and the Western Fiefdom, we can bring out Tywin for 4 gold. I think we'll have 1 left at that point. But it's probably not worth it because he's just going to play Valar Dohaeris and it's like, that kind of sucks. So let's bring out some cheaper stuff instead. No reason not to get this reducer on the field. We do want to kind of get down to maybe 6 cards, which should be pretty easy to do. I actually might want to save the 5 gold to bring out Cat's Paw and bounce this Green Apple Knight. That would be pretty funny. But I have First Snow of Winter, so that's probably not a very efficient play. I guess let's just bring out Amory Lorch. Um, let's reduce him by 2. That actually miscounted on that, but whatever. Maybe we can also bring out Pycelle. I think I like having more characters. This is probably fine. We don't have any gold for treachery, but hopefully that's not a big deal. It's only the first turn. We definitely have a pretty strong start here. I'll say that. I like my start. It doesn't mean that I'll win because I'm Lannister and Tyrell Crossing is pretty scary. If he gets Randall Tarley, sometimes that card just wins the game by himself, but it's not going to get Randall this turn, it doesn't look like. And by doing this, he's really playing hard in the first Snow of Winter. That could just totally destroy him. Flea Bottom, that's unfortunate because he'll definitely be able to discard some Flea Bottom stuff when he's way over reserve from first Snow. But we do have 2 treacheries to stop it if we want. Let's go for the unopposed power with Maester Pycelle because I like drawing cards. Even though we're over reserve, let's see. We do have nothing burns. I don't know, I just always like drawing cards. I don't care if he's somehow able to defend this military, because I'm just going to play first Snow anyways. There is a possibility that he has like Growing Strong or something to use with this 1 gold. Nope, has to kill a character, so that seems pretty bad for him. I'm going to intrigue him. That way he won't be able to discard anything with his reserve. He'll be at 6. Stops Flea Bottom. I don't care if he intrigues me back. I'm 2 over reserve. Got a Renly's Ride. That's really good. I'm not even going to play first Snow here because he's so far behind. I'm not really sure how this happened. I guess I just got pretty lucky. I mean, that's an incredibly weak start out of the opponent. Hopefully this doesn't discard our Tywin. Anything else is probably fine. Of course it gets Tywin, 1 out of 7 chance. But I'm still pretty far ahead, so I guess I can't complain. I guess I'll discard a Great Hall. I want to keep both Flea Bottoms because I do have nothing burns. I just lost Tywin, so this Great Hall might not do much. Losing the Tywin means we actually don't have a whole lot to spend our gold on. So maybe we want to go for Ranger's Cash to draw into good stuff. I mean, 2 Flea Bottoms and 3 Treacheries is like... Yeah, we need some more cards that aren't only these 2. Although we do have the Cat's Paw to potentially spend some gold on, maybe bounce something. There's the Dohaeris, so he still did Dohaeris even though we didn't Marshal Tywin. So that was the right call. And now if we draw more big characters, we're in really good shape. Keep 3 characters. I don't agree with him playing that Dohaeris there. I mean, even like trade routes would have been better. Because just losing Amory Lorch, who cares? He should have saved it for when I draw like Cersei or Tywin. Play my gold mine. I have exactly enough for Janos Slint. He has Intimidate, and the opponent has made us first player. Again, even though we have a non-kneeling attacker, which seems strange, but people seem to have a pretty irrational attachment to going second in this game. Like, yeah, it is good a lot of times, but it's not always correct to go second in every single situation at all costs, and I feel like a lot of people play that way. Not going to use my gold mine this turn. I really like Treachery, and I really like Flea Bottom. I don't know. We do have the gold mine, so like if we draw one copy of the Hound, then Flea Bottom's really nice to have. Six gold. That's exactly enough for Randall Tarley. But I'm not actually scared of Randall in this situation because there's no real way that he can marshal him and stand him. Well, now there is. Bounty of Highgarden, not unexpected. Maybe I'll take the +3 gold off my Ranger's cash and totally troll him next turn, bring out Cat's Paw and pay 8 to send Randall Tarley back to hand. He played a Pleasure Barge. I don't agree with that unless his hand was like literally unplayable. He's setting himself at -1 going forward on the second turn when he already had like I think 6 cards in hand. Garland Tyrell's not too big a deal. We definitely don't want to get double intrigued by this Green Apple Knight, but the double military, we could actually eat that at least once with the Lannister Merchant and a Jaime dupe, and it wouldn't really matter. Military claim's pretty irrelevant, and he has more military strength. I want to use Janos's Intimidate, so let's do our military first with Jaime, and then we'll probably do an intrigue with Jaime and Janos Slint. And maybe kneel the Green Apple Knight. I don't know. So he's going to defend the military. That seems weird when he has a really easy claim soak. But I'm not complaining. Definitely kneel the Green Apple Knight this way. Chooses to defend it. I don't really agree with that because, yeah, I still get to intimidate Marjorie. But I guess he doesn't have many good options in this situation anyways. Get another insight off Pycelle, that's nice. Maybe he gives us a good gold mine target. Another gold mine. I'm not going to mill that because, I don't know, I like that card. I'll just keep it. Maybe we play first Snow of Winter here. We'll have at least 3 characters. Let's take the draw 2. Our hand is still like super cheap. Tyrion's really nice to have. We could even go for like Noble Cause and Marshal Tyrion and then try to have a big Cat's Paw play. But I think the first Snow of Winter is correct. Because it hits 3 of his dudes and we're going to have at least 3 on our side, potentially more. You win or you die. No surprises there. People tend to hit this as, I don't know if they're actually doing it out of panic, but I would say it's pretty common for people to try and flip this plot if they're behind on just like the 3rd turn. There's no way he's going to be able to play all 7 of these cards. He'll probably have to discard at least 3, maybe 4 or 5. And we can eat a 2-claim military and a 2-claim intrigue. We have 10 cards in hand. We can eat the 2-claim military like I explained last turn. So I'm not that scared of this. I don't really agree with him playing it here. I think it's too early. Also, he's going to get screwed by first Snow. He played right into that with the 0 reserve. Like the Apple Knight, the Caretaker. Basically anything low cost, it's all going to go away. Marshal's the Guardian Caretaker even though we have first Snow revealed. I really want to use Cat's Paw on something here. I'm going to see if there's... I have exactly 5 gold. That's nice. We can Marshal Tyrion for 2. Actually, even less than 2. We can Marshal him for only 1. That's really good. We have the Hound. Let's bring out Tyrion and Flea Bottom exactly. This way I have 3 gold, and as soon as he declares an intrigue, I'll have 5 gold to bring out Cat's Paw. And then I can get another 2 from my own intrigue to maybe use the Hound with Gold Mine and Flea Bottom. I think I like that plan. Oh, I guess if he does the military with Garland and discards a card from his hand, then we have to kill 3 guys. And I did lose my claim soak. That's unfortunate. Maybe we just have to go ahead and bring out the Hound here to defend this. We can... I'm kind of scared that he has an event that's going to bump him. If he has Renly's Ride, he goes up to 9. So Jaime and the Hound would still be enough to defend it. I really don't want to lose a 3-claim military, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Wow, that's such a good draw. Let's just see what this gets us. Maybe it'll be another Hound. Tyrion, Cersei, probably Amory Lorch. Yeah, this seems correct. He was put on the bottom of the deck by Valar Dohaeris, so I guess our opponent played into that. And if there's any shenanigans, we can actually spend gold to make Janos Slint bigger. I think I'm going to do that. I might have not wanted to use Jaime to defend, but it's too late. Let's just do it. Yeah, no way he can win that. Now let's get an intrigue, buddy. Pop this Marjorie back with Cat's Paw. I don't care too much about 2-claim intrigue. We're 2 over reserve, and the 2-claim power is unfortunate, but he's at 0, so not that big a deal for him to get 2. Plus, whatever Marjorie does will probably be cancelled by Cat's Paw. Should I treachery that? He can have that if he wants. I mean, I don't care. Get a lady in waiting. I don't feel like that makes much of a difference. I didn't want to spend the treachery because this way the Marjorie gets bounced by Cat's Paw. If I spent 1 on treachery, I wouldn't be able to do this. Get out. This way we can defend it if we want. Yeah, probably defend it. We can declare our intrigue with Cat's Paw, which obviously the intrigue claim doesn't matter. Oh, he's giving up. I don't blame him. He already left. Well, that's what happens when you're a little bit too trigger happy with you win or you die. Sometimes you play into First Snow of Winter and Cat's Paw. Where is he? The champion of the game right here. I guess he's not that bad of a card after all. Get wrecked, Tyrell. I do like winning against Crossing. I feel like Crossing is at least sort of a cheese deck, so winning against it feels good. He never got Randall Tarley, so... And his start was just terrible. I don't understand how his start was so bad, but actually winning a game with Lannister Kings of Winter, I guess I'm not complaining. The First Snow of Winter is still just a hell of a card. Sometimes it just totally screws people. Although, to be fair, he did still have like Marjorie and a Larry in play. I think it only bounced a Green Apple Knight and like a Garden Caretaker on his side. Let's look. It doesn't really show what he had in the logs here, but oh well. That's the game for the day, I suppose. Not a very long or exciting one, but I did actually get to use Cat's Paw, so I guess it was worth showing.